Hey, the way this program works, that I was staring at the when you start recording a video on the Mac, it right when you click record, it opens up a window where you have to think of a title for the video first. And I figure, well, if I don't title it now, then I'll probably forget, and then there'll be a bunch of videos on the left side there with just a date as the title, and I won't remember what it was, so I'll have to watch it again, and I pretty much watch them again anyway because it's weird to watch myself talk, to give a speech or a rant about something. I've never really heard myself talk or seen myself give a presentation or a talk about anything, except now within the last few weeks or month or so since I've been recording these videos. And I was sitting there thinking, okay, well here let me get to what I wanted to video about. I was taking this class at the local community college here, and there are a bunch of girls in that class, dude. Like, okay, first of all, before I get into this story, I'm not a pig. All right, I mean, I'm a guy, dude. I mean, I'm attracted to beautiful women just the same as any other guy, but I don't chase them so much like a lot of guys do, and that's fine. Sometimes I think maybe I should a little more, but I think I'm a little more selective, I guess. Is that so bad? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Who cares? But anyway, in this class, there's at least, well, there's probably 18, 20 people in the class, right? And there's at least 5 or 6 girls in there that are smoking hot. And I'm only using that terminology because you can't misunderstand. So anyway, the class starts, right? And I don't know. I'm just trying to get my bearings. It's a religious studies class. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but that's what the class was. And so I went in there wondering what kind of people would be in this class, right? I mean, is there going to be a... Never mind. I mean, you just imagine who could be in the class, right? I mean, is there going to be a bunch of atheists in there, looking to confirm that they're right, or is there going to be a bunch of Christians in there trying to confirm that they're right, or are there going to be a bunch of others, other religious people in the class, and trying to figure stuff out, or what? So it tended to be about a 50-50 mix, I think, or 40-60 atheists Christians, and I didn't notice anybody else in the class that was not a Christian or an atheist. But anyway, there are 5 girls in the class, and all 5 of them were hot atheists, which was interesting, I think. Well, okay, let me rephrase. 1 or 2 of them might see these videos, so let me correct that. The 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, okay, out of the 5, I would say 3 of them are definitely atheists, and 2 of them are at least were religious or do follow some kind of religious teaching, but maybe not necessarily believe all of it, but they're probably swayed at least by some of the arguments that came up. But anyway, 1 or 2 of them I spoke to on one occasion or another, and we were going to get together and do something. Like there was one girl who did mixed martial arts, and I wanted to go to her practice because I thought that would be pretty badass. Like to go to like one of those practices where people go and like do that, like not a martial arts, karate class, but like mixed martial arts where there's sparring in the octagon or whatever. And I thought that would be pretty badass, like just go and check out that practice, right? So I'm asking her, hey, can I go to one of those practices? And she's like, really? Yeah, totally. And so we were gonna go, and she's after the class, she said, oh yeah, but I don't have class this Thursday. I mean, she said it was once a week on Thursdays, and so the coming Thursday, which was 2 days after the class, she said he didn't have the class, so I was gonna go the next week. And then the next week I texted her, I think, or asked her about it in class, and so you're gonna have class? And she said, yeah, or I don't remember what she said, but she made it seem like weird, like she was totally enthused that I wanted to go to the class in the first place. And then when it came up, it was like the opposite of that. It was really weird. Like I couldn't figure it out, so I just sort of left her alone. I was like, what does she want? She's a nice girl and everything, but a little weird, maybe a little immature. But anyway, there's this other girl in the class, just gorgeous, like just a goddess. You see her, she's so statuesque, just thin, blonde, just goddess, just goddess, yeah, a goddess in this class. But no, she was, and she wore these nerdy glasses and just she made it work. Like nobody else could wear these nerdy glasses, but she did. And I thought, well, okay, I'm gonna have to keep her around somehow, you know. I mean, it doesn't matter if she even is willing to talk to me for 5 seconds. I don't care. I want to be in the same room with this girl once in a while, just to remind myself that they exist. And plus, there's this other girl in there who is extremely hot, but dude, I hate everything she says. It's just annoying. Like, dude, shut up, right? Don't speak. Just smile and look pretty, because that's. And ooh, dude, I hate myself for thinking that, right? But dude, you know somebody like that, right? You know somebody who will make a joke, and then laugh at it, and it's not funny at all. You know, like Dane Cook said, you know, on his first CD, where he said, give it up for the people who are kind of funny at parties, and they make jokes, and you laugh, and and then he walks away, and you look at your friends, and go, what a fucking idiot, like that, you know. She's like that, but geez, dude, she's in shape and just pretty as hell, pretty perfect skin, but just nothing worthwhile to listen to comes out of her mouth. And what's weird about it is that she's pretty intelligent. I can tell. It's just that I don't think she knows that she is, which is really bizarre. Like she intentionally seems intentionally dumb. Like she's trying to be dumber. Because she knows she's hot, so she doesn't need to worry about anything else. Or something like that. And then there's a couple other girls that I haven't really talked to, but they're very attractive in the class. But I'm thinking, every one of us has been in a class at one point or another, and us guys out there, we on the first day of class, we always do that head turn where we look around and go, see who's in the class, and this one was extremely good for distractions. I'll say that. You're in the class, and you take the class initially because you either want to learn the material, or you need to learn the material to get your degree in whatever you want. So you need to learn the material either way, right? So if you're in a class that is filled with these hot women, it's very difficult to get a decent grade in that class, all right? Now, I'm not making excuses, but let's just face facts here, all right? That's just how it is. It's just... There's a lot of things. I mean, anytime something is obviously distracting, then should I feel bad about it? Should I feel bad about being distracted by that? I mean, I'm not saying something as in that chick there is a thing, or her ass is a thing. I'm not like that. I'm really not a sexist pig. I mean, I might come across that way because I'm just being so honest like this, but should I feel bad about feeling those natural urges? Seriously. I mean, is it really so bad? Can we all just be honest and say, yeah, I feel sexual urges a lot, all right? It's natural, isn't it? I think I should be more concerned if I did not, right? That's when old men start taking Viagra because things aren't working, or the spark isn't in their marriage anymore. That's when they start looking to doctors for medications, or psychiatrists, or people to fix these problems, right? So that means that if things aren't working and they're looking into it, when things are working, shouldn't I just be embracing it? Shouldn't I be happy about that? Right? I shouldn't have to worry about it, but then, it's still taboo to talk about, or to have conversations about sex or relationships, these kinds of things. Because if you have a conversation about a relationship, say like you're talking to a friend about, dude, my girlfriend is like this, crazy, or said this or that. That if she finds out you had this conversation with your friend, she's going to get pissed, right? Well, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to bottle it up? Are you not allowed to talk to your best friend about something? Right? I don't know. I mean, and it's from what I understand, which is almost nothing, but it seems like women talk a hell of a lot, right? We all know women talk a lot more than men. And I bet they talk to each other more than they talk to men. And I bet they talk about men. And I bet they talk about their boyfriend or their husband or their significant other. And I beg your pardon, but I'm speaking about heterosexual relationships here because I'm a straight guy. So I don't have experience on the other end. That's a weird way to word it. But yeah, so I don't know. That's just some thoughts I had about that. I mean, there's a couple of girls in the class just totally cool to hang out with. So I'm hoping we can hang out soon. And time to stop.